All right. So, after traversing many a cave and outpost, our band, who had accepted a job to down the colossus and just showed marginal interest in when to protect it, decided to try to take down this mighty thing, going against all odds, sneaking past the line of Baron Radadestri's men and women to full on attack this thing, going past abomination after abomination, and now climbing and shooting and blowing up pieces of it. They are trying to take down the one known as a Curie that has been summoned forth to make the ore burn bright. Now, it being down on one leg, another one tied, and others injured, it nearly falling down, it is now up to all of you to finish this insanity. So, coming upon whoever would like to can grab the spotlight.
I think in the last session I was cloaked because I hadn't had a turn yet.
I'll give that to you.
Yeah, so I think I was hiding behind a rock as it approached us, and then we all took turns. I'm going to come out of this cloaked state to attack its back leg that's looking injured but isn't yet disabled.
You got it.
And just a reminder that we start with 1 extra hope during each session because I am a halfling.
Yes, everyone take a hope.
You're gonna need it. I mean, no, it's all good. Everything's fine here.
Alrighty, let's give it our best shot. So that is going to be a finesse roll for me. 19 with hope. Oh, what a good day. Good start.
Very nice. So what are you trying to do with the finesse roll? So confused.
Oh, with this, I wanted to... Sorry, you've wound me back to reality. I want to attack with my dagger, try and get it in a crack in the rock, and then pry it open. Or
there we go. Yeah. Coming down with a 19, which hits.
Woohoo! Alrighty, so 1d8 physical. That's going to be 8. And then, because I've come out of cloaking, I can have my sneak attack. And I'm going to just get 6. Oh, I've rolled max dice on 2 dice.
Oh, Farla comes down with that attack. You said 6 total?
Sorry, that's 14 total.
14 total. Very, very nice. And with
like a rock climber with a pickaxe. Jam it in there and try and pry it.
I love it. That is going to be a major. What does it look like to take down this leg?
Woohoo! I think it looks like a huge fissure opens up in the leg and kind of just cracks all the way up, and you hear like a noise as it splits in half.
Is the back leg on the same side or the back leg on the opposite side?
The one nearest Farla.
That's what I thought. Ow, son of a monkey! The headphones went one way and I went the other.
All right. So, who are they stepping on right now?
Oh, that's our new buddy. Who doesn't have a mini yet, whose name just went straight out of my head.
All right, that's Phelan.
Phelan.
All right, after that, I'm going to go ahead and spend a few to grab the spotlight.
No.
And since you are being held by that particular leg, as it moves, it's going to go ahead and deal 19 physical damage to you.
19 damage? Okay. That would be major. And I will use a armor slot.
All right. Comes down crushing. What's this armor that's taking the pressure of this crush as it squeezes?
It's just his durability because he doesn't have any armor on. Because that's where some of his abilities come from. So he did like like crossed his arms like in defense, and so he's just letting it press on him. He's trying to hold it up.
Fantastic. All right. After that crush, I go ahead and pass the spotlight.
Phelan, you looking to do a tag team?
Sure. I'm pinned though.
That just means you already on the leg that I want to hit.
Yeah. So you're restrained, but you can still do things.
Okay.
So I think I would, in my spider form, jump on the leg that has Phelan pinned at the moment, and I will shoot a web to the disabled leg to try to like pull it up to give him enough space to where he can swing himself. And then I will bite down in what I hope to think is like a crack or a vein and try and inject some venom in there.
Nice.
And yeah, so I would like to do a tag team with Phelan on this one.
All right. So you're doing that bite. What's Phelan doing?
When I see him come in to move the leg and attack it, he is gonna just try and like bear down and bite his lip and just push the leg up to assist him, and hopefully get enough space between him and the ground, and he could roll out really quick.
Okay. All right. So both you can make the attacks.
So I got an 18 fear.
All right.
And I got a 12 with fear.
All right. 18 fear it is. I get 2 fears.
What?
Yeah, because you both do the roll.
Oh man!
It counts as if you both wrote 18 fear.
You suck. I mean, yep.
But you both roll your damage. You hit.
4 physical damage from me.
I rolled a 6 damage, but as part of the attack, I'm going to spend 3 hope. 1, 2, 3, and do staggering strike. When you hit an adversary, and you also deal stress, and then make them temporarily staggered.
And when I make a melee attack in this form, I temporarily poison the enemy as well.
Nice.
So this thing just got debuffed to shit.
So your damage was what, Shepard? Shepard, what was the total damage you dealt?
I did 4.
Nice. Then Phelan's damage was
6.
okay.
That's the poison marker.
All right. That leg crushes down. How do the two of you take this leg out together? Or arm, really?
So again, I think I was focused more on just giving Phelan enough space, and I think as Phelan wails on it and starts to crack, I would inject venom in it. It's kind of like atrophies and deteriorates the stone as it just kind of crumbles.
Right. And Phelan, you're able to get yourself out from under.
Perfect.
Yes, with that, the head here is going to swing out as it falls down now, just about on its chest, trying to bite at Shepard. Oof, that's a natty 1.
Yeah, that'd be a miss.
Indeed. Then we'll spend a fear for the back. Yeah, actually, we're going to spend a fear in the back leg. It's going to break the rope. freeing it.
So on a colossus, how does poison work? Because it's a poison creature takes 1d10 direct physical damage each time they act.
So the way a colossus works mechanically is each of its pieces are separated that way.
Okay.
So if that was on a piece that was still going or a piece that had more HP, it'd be a little different. But you went ahead
Understood.
and destroyed this, yeah. That's why you're able to break them and they act like this. All right, and now that the other leg is free and good to go, we'll go
With
ahead.
One working leg.
Yeah, the one working leg. So we go to Spotlight.
So the head is fairly close to the ground.
Yes.
Jake wants to run up on top of the head and try to figure out where the key point is. Where this
Okay.
thing has to be hit to actually stop it.
All right, run on up. You can see this essentia burning right from its crown, marked by the red.
Oh.
So you can go ahead and attack it, would you like?
Okay. Sure, he'll take a great staff. Shoulder mounted magic attack. That is a 13 with fear.
13 is gonna miss.
Go.
Comes in and just comes right off. Okay. In that case, it's going to shake. I need a strength reaction there. Jake, as the whole thing rumbles, it hits itself against the ground, trying to get anybody who's on it off.
That is a 10 with fear.
All right. Reaction word doesn't generate fear,
Oh,
but
okay.
all right. So it kind of rolls, and as it rolls off, it rolls over you. So you come off it. That is going to mark an automatic HP.
Ugh.
Okay. Just one?
And, yes.
Okay.
Then I will spend a fear as it kicks around with its so it digs its back leg and then pushes itself so it and its legs spin almost like the bottom of its stomach is now like a turtle shell, and it's just spinning around, hitting everybody. So I'll make one attack and we'll see whose evasions it beats or not. That is so low. 6. Does that beat anybody's?
No.
Not fellas.
All right. How do each of you dodge out of the way?
I just do as it comes, he uses the momentum and pushes off of it, does a cartwheel in the air, and then lands in the hero landing position.
I think my web is still attached to one of its legs, and I'll just repel and spin along with it.
Jake just pancakes his body against the ground.
Fala's going to do the classic, just leap over the obstacles and spins around. Like it's Ninja Warrior style.
Amazing. And with that, it's going to spend a fear to do one more attack from the head. It's spinning around to get an extra bite on Farla. For 15.
Oh, that hits.
All right. So that connecting. That is going to be 8 physical
Okey-doke.
damage. I'm sorry, only 7 physical damage.
Ah, such a waste of a major damage. 1 point. I will use an armor slot and take that down to minor.
Gotcha. Did we? Oh, there's Phelan. Okay. All right. Due to this particular thing, as it does that, it's got momentum when it failed a few attacks, so I get some fear back here. The head is able on this turn to attack another person, as it's going to go for Phelan. Only for a natural 1. So after it grabs and tears a bit off of Farla, Phelan, you're able to. How do you guys out of the way?
Yeah, he just like as it's like spinning on its belly and its head comes around, he just narrowly like matrix underneath the chin and it goes right over him.
Nice. All right, then I'll pass the spotlight.
I think Phyla, having been chomped, is a little bit disappointed. And I'd like to use my leap to try and leap on its back, if possible, if it's low enough to the ground.
Oh yeah, you leap will get you right up on there.
Right in the back of it.
Just your movement as you're up on the torso. Anything you want to do while up there?
Well, is it possible to run forward to where Jake is and try and attack the glowing red Accenture eyes or the brain?
Yeah, Jake got knocked off, but you run across the back. Onto the head.
And, man, I wish I had 2 daggers so I could, like, fly through the air and then go on either side. But alas, just the one. I'll try and, go as far into its eye socket as possible with my dagger.
Nice. Make the attack.
13 with hope.
13 with hope will... your daggers come down, striking the head, finding it's just too hard as they spark off.
I'm gonna need new daggers after this.
This time it kicks, kind of almost does the worm with its body, and then tries to land on its back, and then back on its stomach. I need a strength reaction, trying to hold on, Farla.
Oh my lord, that's not the trait of choice. Oh wow, 21.
21. Holding on, you do mark a stress from the insane amount here as...
Love it. It's a bucking bull situation.
It is. As the leg here is going to try to kick out, spinning itself around. The leg's going to try to kick out and shake. 6 for a miss. And the head will bite out here at Shepard.
Bring down his last leg.
For another natty 1. All these misses, which means all this more fear. And with that, I pass the spotlight.
So it's still like on its belly, kind of trying to move around that way.
Yeah.
Correct? Okay, yeah. So he's gonna wait till the head like moves towards him, like maybe after he tries to attack Shepard and take a bite out of him, and he sees the opportunity, so he runs up and he's gonna try and hit it right in the face. And he is going to try and get some combo attacks in there.
Let's go.
All right, so he's going to attack. 15 with a fear.
Okay. 15 on the head. You hit, and it's just the solid rock.
Okay.
Does not penetrate. With that, the head is going to immediately peck out at you for 15.
That's a hit.
All right. Oof, only 2 physical damage.
I will take the hit.
All right. Then it gets to free peck over at Shepard for 15.
15 hits.
All right, that is 3 physical damage as it free pecks over at Jake. 4 and miss. And Barla, it begins to roll and try to shake you off. Give me another strength reaction.
It's 11 with hope.
11. All right, you will get knocked off and take 1 HP.
Okie dokie.
Now it passes spotlight. Don't mark hope with that because it was a reaction.
Yeah.
I will skittle over to the last remaining leg and again try and find a vein of essentia to sink my teeth into, or fangs into.
You got it.
Got a 17 hope.
Whew, that hits.
All right. For a whopping 2 physical damage, but it is poisoned.
Okay. And that's whenever. So when does that trigger?
Poison creature takes 1d10 direct physical damage each time they act.
Okay. Very cool. That was with hope.
And it's
So like-
temporary.
Yeah, I'd like to take the spotlight next.
Think. Oh, that's risky. Okay. Jake is going to do his arcane barrage, aiming for the red part on the head.
You got it.
So, let's see what that is. Oh, that's right. I don't roll for this.
Yeah, they can just
It just happens. It's basically magic missile. So that's going to be, I'm going to use all of my hope. So that's 3d6. Not great, but that's 8 magic damage to it.
Okay. Damage to that head. Very good. That is minor. Some of it begins to shave off. That was with hope? No, you didn't roll. Never
You didn't
mind.
roll. Yeah.
Anything else? Take spotlight next.
Phelan, do you want to go? I don't think you've had to go for a while.
I went a couple turns ago. Why don't you go, and then if we get another chance, I'll go.
Okie dokie. I'm going to go again for the eye socket.
You're on the head, so I want you to do some damage.
I'll do my best. I feel like the eyes are a better bet than the nostrils, so let's go for the eyes.
All right, going for these eyes.
Oh, jeez. You gotta wish I hadn't. Oh, it's a crit success. Thank goodness for that. Double success.
Yes! So clear stress. Mark a hope. You get the full damage with modifier, and then you roll again with the dice and modifier and add it together.
Wow, that's nice. Okay, so that's 5 as a normal. 5 is the rolled plus 9, which is the base, so 14.
Okay, perfect. That is the major damage up there.
Woohoo! Does it sizzle? I want to know if it sizzles.
Yeah, comes up. You're breaking. The ascension begins to crack, smoking, sizzling. You can see the whole thing lurches. Now ascension is leaking out of the holes of the arms and the back leg. You're fully destabilizing its structure.
Ooh. Maybe I should get off of this thing. I think it's gonna blow.
All right. And Phelan, I think you said you wanted to go.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna try and punch this thing in the face and finish it.
All right, run it up. Here we go.
Oh, crit. I got 2 12s.
Heck yes.
Okay, so I will clear stress. I will get a hope.
That's right.
So hold on, let me see if I have to do this before I do damage. After making a damage roll with a melee weapon, but before the damage is done to the target. Okay, so I'm gonna do my damage. So the total would be 16, and I rolled 15. So that's 31, and then I maxed out on the 10, and I have brutal, so I get to roll a 10 again, which is only 2, so that's 33, and then I will start my combo, which is 4 and a 3. So I don't get the combo, but I do, what I say, 30.
I believe you're at 33 now.
33 damage.
Okay. So coming down into the head, how do you want to do this?
So I think he sees it like struggling after that big hit from Farla, and he's like signaling her to jump off the head, and then like as she's holding on, he just jumps up, does like a all you can from Ken in Street Fighter, and just goes right through the jaw, and then his hand like kind of gets stuck in there, and he has to put both feet up on its jaw and push out, and just Rock and Crystal break and come with him, and he just kind of lands on his back and then rolls up.
Very nice. As it comes down.
Cinematic. Love it.
Yeah. And you see, as it cracks, I spend some of your essentia, the core of it shoots out large, enormous burning rocks deep into the Baron's men. And you can see from here, as the sun begins to rise, that they don't come close, but they do gather, as it seems like they begin roping and dragging some of the core of this enormous colossus away. And you look, there's easily 20, 30 men and women doing this. But it falls and burns, and none seem to deem it worthy to come near you. At least not right now. So what would you like to do?
Should we be claiming this loot because we worked hard for it?
Law of the land. You can claim it. Claim it.
Can we haul it? It might make us some coin back in town, and these daggers need a sharpening, let me tell you.
I could change my form to carry quite a bit of it if need be.
What do you think, Jake? What do you think, Phelan? I'm wondering if this might draw unnecessary attention, but it's just so juicy.
Jake, you're kind of getting low on your Essentia stores, are you not?
Jake looks in very bad shape. But he will remind that the Essentia is not normal Essentia in this stuff. When he attempted to consume it before, it had an unusual effect on him.
Is all the Essentia that fell off of this thing looking like that, or is there some that appears normal?
All of it seems energized as it falls at all of you, and out of the head is where it kind of shot and they took away, but it crumbles away as you can see a large shard, And instead of the bright blue, it glows violet. And you almost see what looks like the outline of the creature you just defeated before the rock crumbled away and almost screams before this violet crystal shatters. In this energy burst, the circle of violet force pushes through each of you. And as it does, just for a moment, your senses push out. And you realize there's something below you that stirs, breathes in, and is waiting. Your senses come back. And where normally, especially the blue essential you're used to kind of sits on you, can be dusted off and sold like you've seen, this starts to seep into your skin and gears. You feel yourselves changing.
Does the
Things-
arm in my bag change?
Does the what?
Does the dismembered arm in my bag change?
No. Just you all. Breathe, and a little bit of this violet mist comes out. Your muscles feel stronger. Whatever this was, the power, immensity, has become a part of you as y'all go to level 2.
Woo.
And with that triumph, y'all just wonder, you realize it is from this very creature whose power you've stolen. Has made you just a bit more capable than maybe some of the other people around. And leave you can all describe any changes you think might come of your character, anything you'd like. As you think about that. What would y'all like to do? Yep.
Do you want us to make the level changes now or wait?
You can make them now if you so desire, or whenever's convenient.
I think once Shepard kind of takes in that energy, and we'll dwell on it later, but he walks up to what he can find to be the core of this thing that's still here, and he will draw out a dagger and plunge it into it and whisper a few words and walk away.
Phelan is like on his knees and he's got his hands in his laps, in his lap, and he's just kind of looking up, breathing deeply, and he's like, "That was rough. I don't want to do that again. But you all fought very bravely."
How are your fingers, Phelan? Did you, I don't know. Punching rocks seems like an awfully difficult thing to do.
It is very difficult, but years of training has proven themselves. And he's looking at his knuckles and he's like wiping away like debris, and they're like, there's blood on them, but it's like just from the constant beating on the rocks, nothing like terrible. Mostly I hurt all over, not the hands. And he like kind of holds his head and he's banged up all over.
I see. Shepard, perhaps the medicine woman back in town can help patch us up some.
Misty?
That's the one. What a sweetheart.
Yeah, she'd be happy to see us.
All right. Well then. And Father's gonna kind of look around, try and see her giant scorpion mount. And as she looks around, maybe you can see the edges of her antlers are starting to glow a faint violet, where before they were white.
I think for those of you who are a little perceptive, you would see a little more youth, a little more vibrancy in Shepard, as if he's getting a little younger.
Jake, are you feeling okay? Do you want to give some of this exotic essentia a sniff?
Jake has been sniffing around the area. He's trying to get a sense of, we've been told about all of these people who came and attempted to stop the colossus. He's trying to get a sense if he can find any imprint of them on the essentia or on the just the remains of this thing.
So imprint, kind of for what purpose?
I think it's just something that he's. I think it's just something he's sort of compelled to do. He's trying to get a sense of this thing.
All right. So you down and breathe in the type of essentia here, and it's, yeah, I guess give me instinct.
That is 16 with hope.
All right. As you breathe, whatever this seemed to be was almost like something that's just dug, collected. Everything about this thing of like kind of creatures that you've seen, it's seemed to be poised to harvest. Almost like it was mostly docile. Kind of like bison or the like. For whatever reason, you feel like, compared to what else might come, it was almost like a domesticated creature that you all slaughtered, as dangerous as it actually was.
You name this beast Akiri, the Harbinger. I wonder the Harbinger of what?
I suppose with all livestock, or at least with all docile creatures, there's something more fearsome protecting it or looking after it.
A shepherd, if you will.
A shepherd, if you will.
Jake sticks his sort of snout into the ground a little bit and goes, more will come.
If more
Heard it.
come, I see.
And if there is a sizable chunk of the weird, is there any like chunk of the weird purple essentia left?
No, when you look at it, it seems as it hit the ground, it immediately burrowed down
No, okay.
and gone, and whatever energy was there, it seems to be taking it below, even though it left a little bit in each of you.
I think Jake goes over as if he wants to sort of paw at that spot that had burrowed, and then he kind of shifts a bit. He's got like parts of him are incredibly beat up. He's got like sparked wires on him. He is in very, very bad shape physically.
Maybe we should gather what we can of this essentia and trade it in for some more natural stuff for you, Jake. But I don't like the feel of this area. Kudamat stirs.
All right, you probably see my giant scorpion mount around a dune, around a rock, and kind of obediently stand next to me. Load her up. Let's get as much as we can on this thing.
I will help for sure. And he's like goes over and starts gathering up armfuls and just walking him to the scorpion. Exactly.
All right, gathering up what you can. Let's do it this way, I think. So, who's going to lead the gathering of essentia effort?
I'm happy to do that.
Oh, so that seems like a Farla thing.
Making
But I
money
will,
off and that seems like my kind of deal.
I will help you though.
All right. Well, so they're leading. That means all of you would do a reaction roll.
Okay.
And so you describe how you're helping, like what you're doing, and then we'll make the appropriate reaction roll. And that will either add or detract from her main roll.
So I will. He takes like his sash that he's wearing around his waist, and he undoes it, and it's like wrapped around a couple times, and he kind of fans it out, and he just wraps it around a big pile, and makes like a trailing parachute-looking kind of toe, and he starts bringing the big heap over to her.
All right. Kind of just try. Go ahead and give me a strength then. Just trying to muscle everything you can.
And can I use one of my experiences for a hope?
If you feel like it applies, sure.
Perfect. So I rolled a 15.
All right. Anyone else would like to go?
I will kind of look around, open myself up to the spirits, and see if I can sense some of the essentia that was blasted further into the ground and dig that up. And yeah, I won't spend my hope for that one. But got a 18. Got an 18.
Okay. So picking through what you can, you start taking it through. And what's Jake doing?
Jake will be helping Direct to identify the sort of most potent or most best, essentially, shards. to sort of help with efficiency, since we only have so much space to carry, he will
All right.
with selection.
Go ahead and give me a knowledge roll.
It's an 11 with fear.
Okay. Fair. All right. So then, follow you get a +1.
Alrighty, and which roll should I make? Is it like a
So I think
Alright,
here's
agility?
probably finesse. I think.
sure? That'll be 17 with fear.
Okay. Fear and in that case, as all of you do this together and push, it's hard because as much as you look out and others are gathering, the people of Destry do seem to be getting a little closer, causing you to have to kind of pick this up. So go ahead and mark a stress. And I'll go ahead and give you altogether you're able to get 2 bags of Essentia.
Okie dokie. Are they 2 bags of funky Essentia? Or regular Essentia?
Taste test.
Yeah, essentially well yeah, all of it is like kind of the super powered stuff at this point. So yeah. Things have changed.
Okay. I think you're right, Shepard. I think we'll have to trade this in for the regular stuff if Jake is going to eat it.
Should be no shortage of buyers.
How far off Wyland's Gulch are we anyway? I can't tell north from west around here.
Gulch were quite a ways, but the kettle should be right around the corner.
I'll let you lead the way. I'm well out of my regular area here.
All right, I will lead us back towards the kettle. Due to the stress, I think you start seeing me acting more savage, animalistic-like, as the other people will start approaching us and get too close. I roar and snarl at them a couple times.
Jeez, Pew. Do you not have your meds this morning?
Actually, no.
Oh, goodness me. We better get you back to town.
Long due for my rest.
Alrighty. I've forgotten who was in the kettle. You might have to remind me.
What about the kettle?
I believe that's the name of the town that we're near, right?
Yeah, you're near the
Kettle?
Iron Kettle.
Iron Kettle, yeah.
100%.
So I believe the plan is to go back there, trade in the Essentia, and then check back in with Misty.
That's right. All right, then ride in on your mounts, going fast through what's left. You can see there's claims already, people trying to take up, especially Destry's people. But keeping their distance. There's a sense that no one had ever thought that maybe one of these could be destroyed, and you are the ones. And it doesn't help that even with your mounts, there's this slight violet trail that you lead. Still, that's growing dim, but enough to make people think twice, and twice is all they need to stay away right now. As you ride close up to the black, smoked, and dark, soot-covered town of the Iron Kettle. A little bit of rust that tries to be cleaned, and the burnt essentia filling the air. And of course, just like before, the strange feeling of a lot of it being gone and used, what usually litters the ground in the wild. It's all picked up. Everybody's scrounging for the least bit they can. And of course, as you all move, just like the person who saw you before, a few kind of approach you, willing to give you a good cleaning, just for a little bit, to try to get some of Essentia dust off. But it seems like already the word has gone out as people essentially do it for free, giving you all an extra, to your party, another 3 bags of Essentia.
We're rich.
I'm sorry, this would be 3 handfuls. I misspoke.
I was gonna say we're rich.
Yeah, that was a little much. I was like, wait a minute. I meant I did read, because what we did last time was handfuls from this, and before I was correct. As you come on in, and people are cheering the people, and you can see a few of the people you met before who were widowed or lost someone dear to them here, coming up, shaking your hand, offering to buy you drinks, put you up for the night. Gunshots are ringing out. Everyone telling you, please step by my shop. I'll take care of you right and good. As you are welcomed in as heroes here in the Iron Kettle. Many saw the explosion and what happened this morning. And already tales that, as incredible as it was, are already way out of scope, talking about Jake firing a blast from his mouth and destroying an entire leg. And at this point, as you're coming in, you can describe a sight that you see that is kind of gets your either makes you kind of laugh at how outrageous it is, or something that kind of bugs you, or makes you even question yourself. So I ask you, kind of, what's something that hits your character?
I think something that Shepard definitely takes a notice of is he sees quite a number of people that he would think were part of the Baron Destries group, and how they were so adamant about defending this colossus, but yet they're right here with everybody else cheering it on now that it's been destroyed.
Who else?
I think something
Phelan-
that. Sorry,
go
go
ahead.
Phelan.
No, you go.
I was going to say, I think something that might get to follow is that maybe there are children dressed as little colossi with little outfits, and they're kind of running around in the streets role playing us defeating the colossus, like as a game, attacking each other with little fake daggers and cardboard, I don't know, whatever equivalent of cardboard is, sticks. And it just rubs Follow the wrong way, because it means like the next generation is gonna glorify the destruction of the old powers, the old colossi, the old gods.
Phelan, before coming back, he took his scarf around his neck and put it up over his head, and when he starts seeing all this like noise and celebration, he just and the people start gathering around, he just kind of Assassin's Creeds and blends in with them and just moves around them and goes to the outside of the group, and he's following along with you guys, but he's just keeping out of the limelight.
What about Jake?
I think Jake is distracted, but what he does, what catches his attention is he's just kind of confused because in his mind, this isn't over, and he's uncertain why people are celebrating. And part of that is just because he doesn't fully grasp everything going on. But to him, it's I think it's more confusing than anything else because he's very much thinking and processing everything.
Do you voice that at all?
Oh, does he voice it?
Yeah.
I'm not sure he does actually, because he is. I'm trying to do it via roleplay. He is 1 HP from being.
Okay.
He's 1 HP from being dead, 2 stress from being full. Like he is in incredibly bad shape. So I think he's not verbalizing or vocalizing much at the moment.
Gotcha.
Seems like we're all kind of dragging ourselves through these celebrations through town where people are trying to congratulate us and we're like, please, I just need a bed.
Celebrations too are a responsibility.
You can hear Phelan outside of the crowd, like away from you guys, being loud and going, "Yeah, go shake their hand," and he's like spurring them on to like keep celebrating, and he's acting like one of the crowd people. I'm like, "Yeah, good job."
Jake totally tracks that and is even more confused.
Oh, what's the name of this town we're in?
Kettle.
Kettle.
Yeah, the Iron Kettle.
Okay. Yeah, so he starts trying to get the people to chant "Champions of the Kettle."
Very nice. They joined right. Champions of the Kettle. That's right. Woo woo.
Like he does the whole thing where he starts low and gets like a couple kids involved. He's like, "Champions of the Kettle, champions of," and then they just start building up. And he's like, "Okay, go." Sends them along.
Does Fala see any figures that you might recognize kind of hanging back, leaning against a wall, observing them, looking syndicate-y?
Yeah, I think as you look around, definitely there are a few who. I think 3 in particular kind of sticking to away from the crowd. You kind of know that's the type of place that you'd be hanging, as they just kind of look at you and tell there seems to be the features are, shattered, but it's a mixture of curiosity, like why in the heck would you have done such a thing, mixed with maybe that you messed with a prophet, and then even a little bit of respect. But how much of each and what that's going to mean for the future, it's hard to kind of tell.
All right, cool. So there's no obvious, I don't know, employees of the Baron who are, I don't know, playing with an evil device and ready to come after us if we tuck away into an inn or something.
Indeed. As you head over, you can lead everyone over to Misty, who is there and is outside looking at all of you, kind of shaking her head. Of course, you come in here. Now everyone's going to be knocking down my door.
Phelan kind of like sneaks in like at last and kind of just hears that. Oh, so now we get the commission.
In your dreams.
I think I would stand at the entrance with Misty and look at the crowds that are still following us. And I would speak up loudly and it's like, I'm sure no one would want to risk the danger of facing your arm in another pot by disturbing your place of business, Misty. Isn't that right, everyone?
Who goes, yeah. Come see us in the saloon, no. Come on, come to the Rust Water. We'll be over there.
Did you say rust water?
Yeah.
Look, Misty, I know we don't have the greatest friendship, but I could use your help. I'm covered in cuts and grazes. There's gravel under my leg. Please help me.
Goes, I'll be of what I can. Come on over here. Let's go.
As she turns, I'll put my hand on her shoulder and I'll whisper to her, Jeffrey's been reunited with his dagger. He's at peace.
She cries a little bit. Thank you, Shepard. That's good to know. It's good to know, indeed. She sort of sits back and she's fixing fixing Fala up. It's kind of looks and goes, now what in the hell was that thing? All that was just supposed to be a myth. We're here just to follow greed and where the money was. Now gods are rising up. Ooh. I mean, I just don't understand anything anymore. People out there aren't likely to understand either. Especially with Rayos saying everything he's saying.
Kind of growl at that and ask her, what's that old man saying now?
Well, he's saying not to use the charge essentially. It's dangerous, but it's all anybody wants. And then they said that he's the one that got the whole first posse going. So they all had to go out there. That had to be stopped at all costs. There was some type of soul rock or something inside. That they all had to be destroyed. A lot of people saw the blast of that light out in the distance. I think everybody in the dryland saw it. He's going to be yelling that. And I don't know if he's right or wrong, but he's going to get more and more people going out unprepared. I don't know. You think it's true? These things gotta be killed before something worse happens.
Although I can't speak for his motives. He does speak of the old ways and the old legends. This was a harbinger. And if the legends are true, which I believe they are, much worse is yet to come.
I wonder, do they need to be killed? Well, we have no way of knowing, really, because we don't know if they can be controlled. If it's possible to commune with them in some way, perhaps this is a spiritual mission. We can avoid killing and harvesting and destroying, and perhaps there is another way.
Maybe. According to Rios, 9 must rise and 9 must fall, he says. Y'all took one. Don't know of any others. We'll see, I guess, if any more prop up.
Do you know from where he gets his prophecy?
No, he was just some crazy preacher out in an outpost till him and his entire flock. They came through here briefly, then went down to the gulch. That's where he's been doing all his preaching from there.
The tale of Kudama and his 9 followers. That is a tale that's been spread throughout many a religion. Even my faith practices it or acknowledges it.
Yeah. Well, we'll do what we can, and I think everyone here, for what Misty can do, you can all hear 1 HP. Without processing a rest. So he goes, well, you sure got yours, and the people of the Ket are going to be mighty good with you. And you all got some celebration to do. And I heard, Teo, you might have taken a job originally down from Wildlands Gulch, and we probably got some stuff to take care of there. So you all famous now, which means you're going to be in more danger. Don't forget that. People know who you are. I guess you are the righteous protectors now. About as much of law people as we have now that they're all gone and got crushed by that Akiri.
I believe the correct phrase is champions of the kettle.
Champions of the kettle. That's right. That's right. Well,
And my form of celebration is a warm bath, good clean sheets, and a pillow.
Well, I got sparse. If you want something really nice, there's some rooms above the rust water. You can go ahead and see. But if you just want something that's cheap and works and dry, I got some beds. Just I'll kick you out if anyone gets injured because they'll need them.
I will probably be the one injured.
I bet that ain't too far from the truth.
But before the relaxation, I would like to share a drink with my comrades.
It would be an honor, Phelan. Shall we try the rusty water?
I don't know. What do you all believe is the best place for drink and rest? It sounds like we are going to be distracted by the people of this place, no matter where we go.
I'll let you two younger folk do the celebrating.
Oh, please, Shepherd Pugh. I saw the bounce in your step after that strange aura imbued us.
Do feel a bit stronger, that's for sure. But
I'm sure that is the truth of your liver as well.
that I'm not willing to test.
She does make a good point.
A good book is what I have in mind for tonight.
You can bless it before you drink it if that helps. Come on, let's celebrate that hard-earned essentia.
Have at it.
Jake, what about you?
Parlor friend knows I do not drink liquids.
But do you celebrate? Do you dance?
Said Cox. I have no dance subroutine.
What a glaring omission from your programming. Phelan, it could just be you and me taking on the town.
Good, we have designated protectors to watch us in case things go bad.
Okay, let's go. I'm gonna grab Phelan's shoulder and swing open Misty's drawer and say, "Heroes of the Kettle!" and raise his arm up.
He just looks down, like, embarrassed. I thought we were drinking and dancing and having a celebration, not this. And he's, like, trying not to look out at the people.
Well, someone's got to start the dance floor. Might as well be us.
It was a very roguish move of you.
I'm going to drag you into the center of town where there's a gathering of people. And let's start a jig.
He, like, limply follows, like you're dragging, like, a big, like, teddy bear with you. And it's just, like, kind of bouncing around.
Jake follows them because he took seriously Farlah's comment about having someone to guard them.
Aw.
So Jake trots out after the two of them.
Shepherd, come on.
I look at you all, chuckle, and really do dig into a bag and pull out a book. Put on some spectacles, and I'm done for the night.
I'm starting to wonder if we're still role-playing people.
All right. So coming down to the town center, there's the Rustwater starts to kind of set out tables, kind of taking your lead, and turns into just some fun and drinking, a little bit of shooting, dancing out in the town square, led by Fala and Phelan. People just go in. It's been more peace than it's been in the last few days. As people drinking and letting everything kind of let a lot of steam off. And then it's going to and fro, and alcohols are flowing, and people are paying right there, and essentials being exchanged. And torchlight or lights are brought out, all powered by Essentia. The factory is the first time kind of take a break as no night shift is made. It is the whole town. So many people than many thought were here, just celebrating the fact that so much had been taken off their shoulders.
Do you see anything, Jake? Is anyone after us? Can we let our hair down?
Jake will scan the crowd. He doesn't know what he's looking for, but he just sort of.
All right. Looking about, I think if you look for anything suspicious, you do see kind of strange man. He's goes about kind of a larger, more like 7 feet tall, and he's got these strange carved things over his body as he's going from person to person and kind of whispering. As you can kind of get close, Jake, you hear him just kind of say that he's like, goes, "No, you don't understand. The shadow walks under the sun. I'm telling you. It's in the God's shadow. It's coming. I'm telling you, it's coming." People kind of walk by. Listen, anything that was coming been taken down already by the heroes of the kettle, so you could just relax, friend. So that's what Jake sees.
Jake will follow him.
All right. He just kind of goes from person, and you can see he does seem to have this strange talisman around his neck. Then you look, and it's like you realize that it has some bits of different bone and rock, but mostly it's carved right from Essentia. And it seems to be charged, and he talks, and something interesting about his words. He seems fairly intent on sharing them. And I guess, Jake, as you get closer, what does it seem to be made out of? It looked like it was carved, but it's almost more like it was formed, like almost out of a residue. It's like a sensory residue that you hadn't seen before. It's not like it's spent, but just changed. It's kind of different. Depends what everybody wants to do.
I don't think Fowler's there. I think Fowler's off doing other stuff.
Yeah, you're dancing. Everyone, whatever you'd like to be doing elsewhere or here or whatever.
I think Phelan is he's right along with Farla, and he's like trying to get the crowd in and just like have a good time, and like just there's like a whole like dance crew mosh pit like in the center of town. And he's like egging the band, like a couple people playing instruments to keep going,
and people just totally into it and going on around and celebrating. And you can see at this point in the evening, people start arriving from nearby outposts. kind of hearing what had happened, and some people brought a few of the type of livestock that you can still have around here and have them up, and horses, and it's like the encounters getting bigger and bigger, and not even enough room to put everybody as the dance kind of extends out into the alleyways and streets and keeps even disturbing the reading of Shepherd Pew.
They're about to get the grumpy old man in a couple minutes.
I think Jake would approach this guy.
All right. You come up to him. So he looks down at you, starts to realize that he can actually talk to you. As he goes, you know what's, you know, right? You know, you're the ghost, right?
I have been called that. What do you fear?
That it's coming. Another one's on its way.
Likely, yes. Do you know where?
Kind of looks at the talisman that they have, and just goes. It said that this'll lead a person there. Something rises, I know that.
Where did you get?
This, where it passes, is where this forms. And, eventually made it. And finally kind of go just on the shores of Desperation Lake. I swear that's where it gathers. Something, and it's kind of holds it, and you can see that even within there's like the silvery substance that kind of floats within this kind of strange residue of glass. Oh, something's coming. It ain't good.
No, not good. Do you wish to stop it?
Oh yeah, I mean, I can't, but I mean, y'all the heroes, right? Heroes of the kettle.
Unclear what term hero is, but friends and I do not wish these to lead to more destruction. We'll take what you said and investigate.
I know it's all right. I mean, don't suppose you'd buy this off me, would you?
He'll sniff it.
Sure. Give me a knowledge roll.
That's a 13 with fear.
13 with fear. 13 with fear. Yeah, you gotta sniff in there, breathe it in deep, or kind of cough a little bit, and um, it's like it's not unfamiliar to you. You realize it's like a mixture between some strange evaporated version of Essentia, like diluted almost, and then what you would know as mercury, all rolled into one. You seems what he's saying is about true that it would come from Desperation Lake. You remember that kind of smell all over.
No, but thank you.
All right.
Is the implication that he's got these fake talismans and he's trying to stir up worry and sell them? Is that what we're taking from this, Jake?
Phil isn't sure. Jake's view on sniffing it is, oh, I can find those. I don't need to buy it.
I see.
Once he has the scent. Jake also makes a point of smelling this guy surreptitiously to remember who he is.
Yeah. I think. And Farley, you and Phelan just dance and everything, right?
Yeah.
I think as more people roll into town on their steeds and add to the roar of the party, I'm gonna start trying to do deals. I'm gonna try and get people trading goods or picking up gossip from conversations nearby, or maybe someone's had a bit too much to drink and I can ask them to tell me something they wouldn't normally.
All right.
Get to work. Church style.
All right, very nice. Go ahead and give me a presence check.
Okay. Presents. Oh, goodness, I'm in the wrong page for it. It's hold. Okay, presents. 16 with fear.
16 with fear. All right. So, out of all those, what are you going for?
I'd like to overhear maybe an argument between two people and say, "Hey there, what's all this about? Tell me about your problems," and hear both sides of the story and like what's concerning them.
Okay. I would say, in that case, begin so you hear kind of this one side going, all right, friend, you just need to calm on down. No, you don't understand. I gotta find somebody. I know there's a party, but I came all the way from the Dust Sea to try to get somebody. Like, right, you're right, there's a party. You need to just relax, enjoy yourself, figure like ain't no time. And it almost like it's coming near to blows as what you can see is a town folk dressed kind of well, had obviously taken some time and got in his nicer outfit and what looks like someone who's been traveling for days, is dusty and parched, a little bit injured, not even sure he slept in the time that he's traveled, just trying to get somebody to maybe listen to him or talk to him. Came in the night, just happened to come on this celebration as he's going. It's just you understand, they're vanishing. Something's getting them, and if something's getting to them, ain't nothing gonna not wait till morning. And as the follower wants to kind of do.
Oof, I can hear what's going on here. Now, gentlemen, thank you for protecting the integrity of this party here. I'm gonna take this gentleman here for a nice cold beverage, and I'll make sure he gets rightly in the mood. And, perhaps we can. I'll wheel him away with under the guise of getting him to forget about all this nonsense, but in reality, pull him aside and say, "Who are you looking for? What's happened?"
No. Thank you, at least for talking to me. Renko is the name. It's just those. My family is part of the outpost out by the. Sorry, out of the Dust Sea, and it's just we coming out, and luckily we've been far enough away from the colossus. And I heard, was it you ones that felt it? That's great. Just kind of breathes for a second.
Oh yes, why it was us.
Well, I'm not cattle, but vanishing. Usually they're fine. They glow, protect themselves right enough, and they're just gone. And you don't understand. We go out in the morning, and there's just dried hides in the fields. There's some tracks, but not much. Anyway, something that does that, I tried. I went over to have a laugh. They had wanted nothing to do with me, and contacted Defiance. They almost shot me coming out of there.
Oh yeah, those are nasty folks.
So everybody's livestock's going to go. I don't know what's going to come of the outpost. Most aren't fit to travel. So I was hoping to come here for some type of help, and no one even listening.
I see. And you've never had problems in the past?
Not like this. I mean, well, the night cattle, we call them that. We started to work ascension to their horns and their hooves, and I started to take care of most things. Kept things out, made them faster and all that, but no, I don't know what's been taking them.
I see. So they had Essentia in their bodies.
Oh yeah, I mean, if you want to call it in the bodies, yeah, just a bit, enough just to get them moving.
I see. And do you have any that don't have Essentia in their bodies?
Over there? No. I mean, anything that doesn't have that, they're just getting picked off by anything. Well, the ones we got, we trained, you see. If a predator gets nearby, they can bang their horns together or strike their hooves against the rock, and it makes this tiny explosion, chases most anything away.
Vala's gonna look at her hooves and touch her horns and think, explosions.
Yeah, I mean, especially the eagle wolves. Those are the biggest thing usually, and they don't really mess with them.
I see. Well, thank you for telling me about your woes, sir. I will bring this up with my comrades in the morning. I'm afraid that gentleman who was very rude to you was also correct, that nothing can be done in the next 10 minutes, so might as well try and relax. Recover from your journey.
Oh, that's right. I guess nobody was even willing to hear me out, so that you at least did that. I feel better. I'm sorry to cause such a fuss. you ain't wrong. Do you know anywhere I can stay?
I don't, but maybe we can find out together.
Well, be mighty nice. Thank you.
Hey, Phelan! I'm gonna try and stamp my hooves to make an explosion.
Because it'd have to be described. I could take care of this. Get him over. And Bailey, you've been a lot of people kind of saying now, come by my shop. I can help you all with your equipment. I can get you some nicer pants. Get upgrades a few things here or there for you, and all these offers. People trying to sell you and wanting to be the work person that services the heroes of the kettle.
I think Phelan is agreeing politely to everything. Like, oh yeah, we'll be by sometime tomorrow. Maybe. We have a lot of places to visit. He is, after he notices Farla kind of disappear from the area, he goes and swings by a table and he'll grab maybe a pitcher of ale, and he's got one in the other hand, and he's like kind of doing this like walking sort of dance jig as he's like moving around trying to look for her. And then when she like kind of reappears with this person, he like hurries over to her and says, oh, there you are. I was looking all over for you. Here, young lady, you need to drink this. And he pushes ale and like kind of like towards her.
Fala thanks him and goes to take a sip and then like throws it over her shoulder. And oh, so delicious! Thank you.
And he's like, yes. And he takes like a kind of a sip out of his, and then he looks like over your shoulder, and he's like, what the, like this puzzled face. And then he looks over at the gentleman. He's like, here, you can have some of this, and he passes him his ale.
All right. Thank you. He kind of takes it and drinks a little deep there and lets it sink in, and you can see kind of breathes and calms down just a bit.
He is letting the gentleman enjoy it, and then he kind of like puts his arm around Farla and like turns her away from him. He's like, what are you doing? Are you in danger? Are you trying to escape this person? What is happening?
Oh no, we're both just trying to find somewhere to sleep, and I thought maybe you were getting tired too, so I'd check in.
Oh, I was tired hours ago when we got crushed by that big rock thing, but little ale helps go a long way.
Oh, I love your attitude. At any rate, I'm going to bed, but maybe you can help me find a place? Have you
Yes,
overheard the coolest inn in town?
There was the pricey one, and then I believe Misty said she would open up a place for us at the Rust Water, or whatever that one place is. I don't mind. I am not picky. I just really want a warm bath. I am dirty, and rocks are in places it shouldn't be, and I just want a good cleaning.
Well, okay, I think that's very doable. Let's quit this crazy party and head to the Rust Water.
Agreed. And then he turns around and looks at the gentleman and be like, you can follow us. We are heading to a relaxing, clean environment.
I really hope that's what the Rust Water is.
He's like totally not making any sense, and he's like awkwardly close to you. He's a little tipsy.
Okay, let's hope they have a bath, or at least a empty wine barrel we can fill with water.
All right, and as you all go off into the night there, and you do find, I mean, for what it is, it's clean, and the Rust Water does seem to be named for the fact that mostly it just serves whiskey, and that's about it. And I want people kind of name it, as there are rooms to be had there. Just want to check in, I think, over on Shepherd Pew if they'd be doing anything.
So currently, I think he's just completely racked out, half his body is hanging off the cot, one arm is just thrown all over the place, and he's snoring extremely loudly. But before that, I think he would have had a conversation with Misty, just reminiscing on the old days.
Okay.
And if you would allow it, I would like to try and recall some more information about the tales that I was taught involving Kudamat and these colossi or these followers of Kudamat.
Sure. Go ahead and give me a knowledge.
Uh, 10 hope.
10 with hope. I think. Try to remember the best you can. It's. I think. What you remember is that. Remember Akiri being the harbinger. It's not so far off. But the rest were unnamed. And they're unnamed for a very specific reason. Because their form itself, the children were meant. Because while they were Kudamas, as almost everyone knows, it is not only one that it takes to make a child. Children must come, and the other piece of this would be the people who inhabit the land. And the warnings forever were to not let greed and avarice and hatred and disregard inhabit one's heart. For whatever plagues the land seeps down into the loins of Kudama, and from there the children will be born. Thus, from the sins of the people or their destruction be wrought.
I think with that, Shepard has a hard time going to sleep as he's dwelling on the words of Rails and starts to think that some of the other shepherds would feel that the people of this land are just getting what's due.
And with that is where we're in for tonight.